Tell us what the woodsmen say.
Christopher Lee was not sitting around the table with the rest of us. His contribution to the scene was filmed in London.
Yeah.
It's flatter. Yes, the wardrobe was always a little bit tricky, wasn't it? I seem to remember you tripped up on it a couple of
You were
times.
very cold about it.
I wasn't cold about it.
I said, I can't get up these bloody steps.
No, I remember, yes.
And you
No,
said-
you said goddamn steps.
I'm sorry, I cannot get up these goddamn steps smoothly. I can't do it, Peter. I'm sorry, because every time I try, I step on the thing.
I can't get up these
And
goddamn
you
steps.
said you did it this morning.
And then you said the great line, this wardrobe is a menace.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
These clothes are a menace.
So for me, that was the signature line of the entire series.
This necromancer is nothing more than a mortal man. I couldn't do the trip to New Zealand. I shot those scenes here with ordinary people standing there giving me the lines and the eye line. So you do have to use your imagination quite a bit. You've been busy of late, my friend. The scene had already been shot in New Zealand with a double.
And by the magic of film, it all comes together and it looks as if we're in the same place.
You've been busy of late, my friend.
You can just watch the eyebrows on during that.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 10 years. Eyebrow acting. Yeah. I have a habit of doing this, you know. A lot of people do. First you used to say to me, there you go again. All that eyebrow acting.
Oh, yeah, well, you know.
I was always doing that.
He's not very low. Can I help
Just
you?
give us a little bit. Just give us a bit of slither of it.
Well, don't stop now. Tell us what the woodsmen say.
Graham and I went to Pinewood. We weren't filming there, but we went to London. Christopher is such a character. It was such an honour to meet him and listen to his stories.
The most extraordinary thing that happened to me in the war was there was a time when I was in charge of an Australian squadron. And, you know, the Aussies were, in those days, not very easy to control.
Well, they're still not. We've got to punch them on the crew. I know. Caro Cunningham, our first AD and producer, I think, she dreads the moment that Christopher Lee and I get on a set together because it's her job to keep everything moving, to, you know, shoot a shot, set up, shoot the next one. That's what she's there to do, and she's very, very good at doing it. And yet Christopher loves telling stories that are of Lord of the Rings length and their epic scope.
Because from Phuket, we went to Hong Kong, then to Macau, then to Bangkok.
Boy, that guy's had a life. He's had a life. You go up and you meet a man like that, and you have to take the time to realise what's happening.
You know that famous shot of the car?
Yes, yeah, the corkscrew car.
Nobody believed it, you know. Nobody believed it. I remember Guy Hamilton saying, God, he said, that was absolutely wonderful. Would you do another? He said, that's the first effing time I've done it. I'm not effing doing it again.
It was always a part of spending time with Christopher are his stories and his ability to recall detail.
He spoke like a very, very high, squeaky voice, with a very French accent.
Yeah, right. I tend to be happy to sit there with the crew standing around and listen to Christopher's stories.
It took me about 2 years to get that book back to us.
I could just see Caro looking at her watch in the background, you know, a little concerned about how long it was taking, but we got there in the end.
The Australian Aborigine who bought himself a new boomerang and spent the rest of his life trying to get rid of the old one.
Yes, one of my heroes. And yeah, he lived up to it all.
Oh, I should crouch down, of course I should.
No, don't kneel, please.
No, he is
I feel I
Sir
should.
Christopher, so kneeling is appropriate. Thank you.
Well, you had to kneel, didn't you?
In front of you?
No.
No, well, I always kneel in front of you.
No, well, I wasn't going to bring that up, but...
Not in public.
It's awesome. It was great. He's unstoppable.
Thank you very, very much.
Oh, please.
Thank you very much. Yes, no, we will do a photograph.